Amazing day today, and I hope you're not letting anybody steal your joy. Welcome to MARYAM's Joyful Life. Today is a beautiful day. Thank you all for joining me. I'm just gonna wait a second for you guys to join because I don't see anybody online right now. Let's wait. Okay. Well, first of all, for those of you who are just joining for the first time, I want you guys to go ahead and subscribe. Join my channel and subscribe. Be a part of my joyful life. And I appreciate those of you who have joined me, who have been there for me and have stood by me all these years. And I really do appreciate you guys. And I want you to know that I truly do appreciate you guys very much from the bottom of my heart. So a lot have been happening. And Hannah has been posting a lot of negative comments about me online. And I need to respond because for a long time I have felt like responding, but then I don't want my response to come from a place of anger, and I don't want my response to come from a place of sadness. No. The reason I'm going to respond is because I have to. And for a while there, because I've been on YouTube for a while, I'm an influencer, and a lot of people have gone through breakups, and we've talked about it. And some people have gone through some type of transitions, and I've talked about it as well. And you guys have always known my stance on things and on issues, and I have never been. Anytime I want to state my opinion on any situation, I have never tried to say what I think you expect me to say or anybody expects me to say. I've always said what I want to say from my heart, my perspective, and moved on with it. And the place where I'm at right now spiritually, I can feel some of you guys watching me right now. Your hearts are pounding. You're scared. Your hearts are pounding. Don't let your heart be troubled, you guys. Calm your heart down, okay? Because I can feel it. I can feel the fear and whatever is going on in your hearts. But this is my side, and I want you guys to hear me real clearly, okay? Because this is going to be the side. This might be the only video I talk about it from this perspective, and maybe whenever I get to talk about it, might be whenever maybe I'm invited to a big platform or something, just to talk about it so women can learn and people can learn from my mistakes. So me and Hannah, we've been married this would be our 6th year. And so what led to Hannah asking for a divorce? This is it. Let me tell you guys, this is what he told me. He said, whenever I say it, I should tell the truth and let everybody know the truth. And I'm going to say the truth and let everybody know the truth. And I'm going to tell you guys a lot of patterns that I've seen.
Trying to maintain your fitness goal, but feel like you're not making any progress. That's because you haven't been getting...
2018, when Hannah had been, he wanted to join the police force. So he had been working on it since 2017, since he went to college. That's what he wanted to do. So after working hard and waiting for so long for the police to hire him, they eventually, after the psych test, after all the tests, the psychological analysis and everything they did, they eventually just sent him a letter in the mail and told him that they are sorry, they cannot hire him. I was very heartbroken. Because Hannah had been waiting for that. He didn't get any other job. He was just waiting for that job so he can start. I was heartbroken. He was very heartbroken, and he was cussing. And I was like, "Don't worry, okay? You're gonna get another opportunity. This is not the end of the world." But he was really angry because he had put his heart on it. This was something that he always wanted, but it didn't work out for him. So he was depressed and angry and cussing and everything. I told him not to be angry. That he should just, okay, I know he wants to be angry, but he can get another job and still pursue his career. You know what I mean? Pursue it. Do something else. Just try to do something so that you can, this will be an opportunity for you to get another job and stuff like that. So he was very angry, and we had a fight in 2018. Hannah, he was very angry and did not want to, get another job because he was holding on to that one. And I told him, I said, see, you can't be angry and sit here and not go get a job. Go get another job. You're a man. Go get another job. You have a family to support. Go get another job. That's what I said. Hannah got really angry, because I told him that, because for years, you guys have seen me, okay? I know there are some people who have said, all kinds of things about me online, defrauding people and doing stuff. I've always been very enterprising. So I always have products I put out there and ask you guys to buy, to support the videos, to sponsor videos, to buy products, to be a part of my channel, to support. As an entrepreneur, you have to do that. Anyways, and people have supported me over the years. Whenever I've needed something, all I had to do was ask, and a lot of people will be a part of it and jump on it. So this website, this Lipstick Alley website, have posted a lot of things about me, and they've posted a lot of things about Hannah too, saying that I'm a slave. I have been working so hard, just doing so much and getting money, and my husband is a loser. He doesn't have any job, and I'm over there just struggling and being a slave and everything. I didn't pay attention to that because I know people say those type of things out of jealousy, and a lot of people are, like majority, basically negative, so they can see anything. And being on YouTube, you're going to get a lot of trolls and a lot of negativity. Those things affect Connor a lot. When he reads those comments and sees what those people post, and he goes to the website, I told him, don't go to the website, don't read all those things, because I don't pay attention to those things. Then when we would talk about the things that people are saying, it will really hurt him, and people saying that he doesn't want to get a job, all he does is play Xbox, and his wife is the one struggling and making everything happen, and he's just said all kinds of things. And then at that point, when we were having that argument, I told him, I said, you need to go get a job. Don't worry about the police not hiring you, okay? Just go get a job and support your family. Don't let me be the one like hustling and trying to get things together. I know you can do something. I do want this for you. Go do it so you can support your family. Obviously that really broke Honor's spirit. The fact that I told him not to be lazy, to go get a job and support his family, do anything and try to, don't give up because the police refuse to hire you. He said that broke his spirit. And the fight we had broke his spirit, and it made him feel really bad. His love for me, that was when his love for me reduced, because I told him those things. So since in our relationship, since we've been in this relationship, I've never asked Hannah to go and get a job and come take care of me or come support me. I've always been doing things by myself. I've always been very enterprising. But I've experienced a lot of setbacks in my life. A lot of things I've tried to do that didn't work out. And I've been wondering, why this didn't work out? But I prayed, I did this, I did that, why? So many setbacks that I've experienced. And then that 2018, Hannah went out, he got another job with G4S. And then before he left for that job, there was this argument we really had. We had a fight, and I had just had Zoe. That was a month. It wasn't even quite a month after I had Zoe. My green card came in 2018 in February. So I was like seven months pregnant with Zoe. So at one point, Hannah was asking me, are you going to get a job? I'm pregnant. Okay, I'm pregnant. And I'm doing my YouTube, and I'm getting some money out of this stuff, and I'm doing other things. I have my nonprofit feeding the homeless and getting all of these enterprising deals that I'm doing. He's supposed to be the one, like he's a man, to go out and support his family. But for some reason, I guess he expected me to be the one to go out there and make sure everything is okay. Even if he doesn't do anything, it's fine. But anyways, he can be hardworking, when he wants to. What happened was, that year, he then told me, you need to go get a job. I just had Zoe. I was breastfeeding. I was like, I have these businesses that I'm doing, and I'm really passionate about the stuff that I'm doing. So I'm really supporting you. I'm wanting you to go get a job so you can have something too that you're proud of. And then he started complaining about, we don't save any money. We have this, no have this. So he's very negative. Okay, he's very, very negative. He speaks very negative, and I've tried to get him to think positively, no matter what is happening, because the only way you can get out of any situation is by thinking positively. But I tried very much, but the negativity started affecting me myself. So when we had a talk, because it felt like all we were doing was just fighting and arguing, I got tired of it. I was praying hard, like, okay, maybe it's the devil trying to attack, and I'm fighting against the devil, but in the house, I'm seeing all these attitudes and this thing he's acting towards me. And a lot of you guys have noticed it too. Many of you guys noticed that his attitude towards me was really bad. And even prior to 2018, all the years, like, it took me becoming very close to God than I've ever been before, and meditating to really see how negative and verbally abusive he's been towards me. So, we try to sort things out, because I wanted to sort things out. I told him, do you want to go to counseling? He said, no. Nobody's going to tell him how to handle himself or his family. He knows people who go to counseling, they don't want to change nothing. That's a waste of time. I was like, okay. And then in 2019, 2018 at the end, I started a career. So huge opportunities were coming up for me. So in 2019, I pursued these opportunities, and every time it seemed like it was going to break through. I was going to have a big time breakthrough with different companies that I was going to work with. Hannah would come to me and tell me, Maryam, oh my God, I'm scared. Now that you're going to have all this money, you're going to think that I'm trashed, and you're going to leave me and just let me, just leave me and walk away from me. I'm like, why will I leave you when I finally have money, when I know that you're my family, you and the kids? You guys have always been like, everything I do is for my family. I love you, and I love our kids. we're married. Why would I walk away from you because I've got money? Haven't I shown you enough that I love you? Why would money change my life? Like me, I don't care about the money. Even the money that I get, I don't spend it on myself. I don't go out and say, oh, I got to do this and take care of me. No, I don't do that. I always spend it on the family or take it out there and go spend it on the homeless. And just as it comes to me, that's how I give it away. So we had arguments because I was always, every money that comes in, I'd either go feed the homeless or take it to church and go give it as a donation to the church and take care of our basic needs. Because I don't use the money for myself. It's just church, the homeless that I feed, and then maybe basic needs. Anyways, that was also a fight because of that, and he'd be complaining about me giving church money, giving feeding the homeless and everything. I was like, I'm really passionate about helping the people, so that's why I'm doing it. And then, you know, with people outside, or people who are just like what do you call it, poverty driven, like poverty minded, calling me all kind of, so like, Mariam is taking money from these people and using the money to spend on herself, and she's a fraud and stuff. And that is, I just think that that's the stupidest thing, because if I had all, I wish, you know, what really bothered me about those issues is because it's not because they are saying all those things, the fact that where is the money? I wish the money was flowing. I wish the kind of support they thought I was getting thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands, and I was using, I wish. The anger I had was the fact that I wish the support was so big. But I'm like, okay, what do you call fraud? Is it $100, $200, or even $1,000 that people support? Like, is that, why would I, like, it's crazy. But it just goes to show that a lot of women, especially on that website out there, just like, what do you call it, poverty minded. Like, it's just so crazy to me how poverty minded a lot of people are. And I didn't know how bad this was until I started seeing it. Anyways, so coming back to me and Hunter. Hunter would tell me, don't do this. Like, even with my nonprofit, he wouldn't want to support me because he felt like he felt like all I was doing was I was wasting money, just wasting my time. We were suffering. I shouldn't be doing that stuff. But I have a heart for helping people. I have a heart for going out there and feeding the homeless. It's just unfortunate that I didn't get the kind of support. You know what I mean? I'm going to get the support. Trust me. God already promised me the support. It's going to come through. That the support that I want, I didn't get. And then last year, you know, like I said, a lot of opportunities came to me to make money, and every time it seemed that it was going to work out, he would come to me and tell me, now you're going to have all this money and then you're going to walk away from me and leave me. You're going to leave me. You're going to think that I'm trash, and then you're going to walk away from me. I was like, why do you say these things? Have I ever called you trash? Have I ever forced you to go and get me money or do anything for me and tell you if you don't do it, then I'm going to leave? I've never. All I've ever done was love you. All I've ever done was support you. And I've always told you, go do what makes you happy. For me, I'm still going to keep trying on my own part to make sure things are going. And then he'll be like, okay, I feel better, you know, after that. And then when the opportunity fails, he would come to me and tell me that call me a loser, tell me I need to go get a job, that he doesn't know what I'm doing, that he's feeling like leaving me and walking away from me because I'm nothing. I don't have any goals. We haven't achieved any goals together, that he doesn't even know if he wants to be with me anymore. He's trying to figure out if he still loves me, because since we had that fight in 2018, it feels like his love just went away. He just went cold, and he's trying to get it. He's trying to get it back, but he just doesn't know. He doesn't know how he feels. That's like, what are you saying? I thought we settled this. We talked about this situation before. I love you, and I want us to work. This is our family. You know what I mean? If you want us to go to counseling to talk about it, let's go talk about it. I don't like these attitudes. Why? Do you want to leave? If you want to leave, you can leave and quit making me suffer like this, because I was really losing weight and struggling. Like, why would he think that after I get all this money from my opportunities, I would leave, when everything I've ever done was care for my family and take care of my family? But that kept going on, and it was affecting my head. And I still had to keep studying for all my opportunities and different contracts and different things that were coming my way. I had to keep studying to make sure that, you know, I was ready for all those opportunities and all the things that I would be doing. But I would look at him and he'll be acting this way. And then we thought about buying a house. We talked about buying a house. And I said, okay, so with this opportunity coming, I want to buy a nice house. I don't just want to buy any house. Then we talked about buying a house within a certain range. You know, if I got a certain amount of money from the opportunities that came, I was like, okay, that's what we're going to do. But then I noticed that the offer I got was so big, and I decided, you know what? I want to get a bigger house. So I went and I looked at a house, you know, that was above the range that we had agreed on. because I wanted to say if we have to buy a house, we have to buy the one I really want the house in this range. But he said, and then I wanted to go look at the house. He didn't want to, so I took the kids and we went out and I looked at the house. No, actually, I left the kids with him and I went to look at the house. When I came back, he was really angry that I went to look at the house. He told me that I make him want to kill himself. I'm like, why? Why do I make you want to kill yourself? Because I went to look at a house that is within a range that we didn't agree on. I'll make him want to kill himself. I was like, oh my God, this is really ridiculous. Are you serious? And that really made me think. I started thinking and praying, like, God, oh my God, help me. Because why would Hannah be saying that make him want to kill himself? Because all I've ever done is love him, take care of him, clean. See, I've never had like time for myself. It's been hard. Sometimes when I would ask him to do something for me with the kids, he would complain about it and curse about it. And I would say, okay, don't bother. I would just forget about it. Because I stopped fighting him. I stopped arguing with him about stuff. I stopped because it started bothering me. And I was like, God, is this how marriage should be? Because the people that I know support their spouses. You know what I mean? Some people support their spouses. In fact, there's this girl that I know, her husband does all the housework, takes care of them. And I was like, why is this? Why? You know what I mean? But I would forgive and move on. Another opportunity came on. I lost the opportunities. And then Hannah would come on and start acting like he wants to leave me again. That I'm useless. I can't make no money. I'm just trash and I can't go get a job. I'm like, but this job that I was just, look at me studying hard and getting all these opportunities, I just keep slipping away. But you say I'm not trying, I'm not doing anything. I was like, oh my God. I started thinking, I'm praying hard. I went on a 24-hour dry fast, praying to God that, God, why am I losing all these opportunities? And why is this attack? Because I'm losing so much weight, getting all this gray hair from Hannah thinking I'm going to leave him when I have all this money. And then when the opportunity goes away, he tells me that I'm nothing and I'm not doing anything. He just wants to leave. He doesn't love me anymore. Then I was like, oh my God, I can't. And then I called one of my pastors and I asked him to come and talk to us because we need somebody. So when I called him, Hannah did not like the idea that I had somebody coming to talk to us. The pastor came and was telling me that I'm the wife where I came from in Africa. You have to respect your husband and love your husband. I was like, yeah, I do all these things. I clean the house, I cook his food, I do his laundry. The little time I have to focus on building my business as well. But what else do I need to do? Kill myself to make him feel like I love him? Because every time if he tells me, maybe I don't love him, I was like, how else do I show you I love you from all the things? Even everybody, the whole world, like people on those websites, they call me a slave. They call me a slave. That all I'm doing is being a slave towards Hannah, just taking care of him and just being a slave. I said, how else can you show a man you care for him? If everything, sex, we have sex, a lot of sex. Food, I cook for him and I take care of the kids, teach them, I make sure my kids are taken care of because I really love my kids. What else can I do to make you see that I truly care and I'm not going to leave you because I suddenly have all this money? Try another opportunity. It seemed like it was going to work out or everything was going all lovey-dovey. And then this opportunity, I was going to either hire somebody to watch my kids for a while I'm traveling, or he was going to have to sacrifice to take care of the kids when I'm traveling. That was also an issue. He felt like he didn't want to. He said, okay, he would do it. But then I saw that he was conflicted about it. Now tell him, if you don't want to do it, watch the kids while I'm traveling. You guys can come with me sometimes. We'll all travel together while I do my job and then we'll come out home because we want to travel all over anyways. Or I can hire somebody to travel with me and bring the kids along while you go to work. He said, no, we don't need to pay nobody to do it. He's going to do it. He was very conflicted about it. And then the opportunity came and then it failed again. And when it failed, he was very depressed. And he told me he wanted to leave. He wanted to leave me. I was like, what? Okay, I don't know what else to do, but we've been going back and forth with this. You know what I mean? And then his job at G4S, he was supposed to go, so they changed the way things worked at the shift that he had. So he was supposed to go on night shift one time. And he doesn't like staying up at night anymore because when he used to stay up at night playing Xbox, he would get sick from staying up at night. So he was sad because he would get sick because he used to stay up at night, and then when he stayed up at night he would get sick and he would really struggle with it. So after he had been working day shifts for a while, they told him you have to take night shift because they are switching up stuff. Hannah was very conflicted and I told him, babe, if you don't want to take it, don't take it. God's going to take care of us. You can just tell them to put you on a day shift or something. And then he talked to one of his friends who was doing lawn care. The friend said, if you need help with lawn, if you need another job, you need something to hold you up, I got you. Okay. So Hunter told those people he couldn't do the night shift. So as a result, the people said, because you had accepted to do the night shift and now you said no, then we're going to fire you. Because he didn't want to go to the night shift. So I said, don't worry, everything, we just keep trying. Me too. I had other opportunities opening up for me too. I was like, you know what, at the end of the day, you're just, you can just decide not to go with this job if you don't want to, because I got us. And then he started the lawn care thing. He didn't like it. And whenever he would come home, he would start asking me things like, what did you do? Were you just sleeping at home all day? What'd you do? He became very resentful and very abusive and calling me names. And I was like, why are you talking to me like this? Why are you talking to me like this? I asked him. And he was very, he would just be acting like just disrespectfully. This was all last year. And I couldn't do it anymore. My YouTube too, I was getting a lot of there was just all kinds of pressure coming from all over. I was like, why is this pressure? Like usually when pressure is coming from outside, it doesn't affect me. You know what I mean? Because they're not in my home. Like, people will say what they want to say, do what they want to do. But at the end of the day, this is me. But when it's coming from within, that is the one that really, really affects. I was like, why is this? Why am I feeling this way? I was feeling the atmosphere around me was really negative. And I was just praying, like, God, take this away. I would meditate. I learned to meditate for hours and I would forget what the time was. Suddenly, I started having all kinds of spiritual awakening in my head. Like, I started feeling all kinds of things and I could tell what's going on in people's mind. At that time, I could tell what was going on in his mind, but I didn't really understand why I could tell what's going on in people's minds, why I could just see people. And then suddenly, I'm feeling what they are feeling and I can feel what's going on in their heads. And whenever I would look at Hannah, I would feel something, but I wasn't really sure. I was like, but Hannah and I, we've talked about it. I asked him, are we good? Are we okay? Are things going okay? Like, yeah, everything is going okay. Babe, we're doing this. I'm learning, like, my love for you. I'm working on it. It's coming. That passion is coming back. I was like, okay. And then when that job, he started the lawn care, he hated it. He hated it because he felt like he didn't go to college for it. The guy who's his friend, who he works with, he comes back and tells me he's very negative, that he doesn't like the negativity of this guy. He would tell me this guy said something negative about me to him. You know what I mean? But one thing about him that I know for sure is when somebody on the outside tells him something negative about me, he never defends me. And I've never counted on anybody to defend me. I always defend myself and I defend those that I love. You know what I mean? So people don't come to me and say negative things about my husband because I'll just tell them straight up, no, don't take that back. You know what I mean? But with him, he never defended. I didn't expect him to defend me. Because one thing I know about him is the fact that he's not really he's not going to stand up and speak, protect somebody who, like me, maybe it's just something about me and my makeup that people who I really care about couldn't stand up and defend me anyway. Because my defender is God. My defender is God. Anyways, with that, after we lost that place, he stopped the lawn care job because he got his job back at G4S. He restarted with G4S. Then we couldn't afford to pay the rent, and then I was getting all these trolls. I had the opportunity to give people lessons, with my knowledge in the field that I really know of. And then the majority of people who wanted to sign up from YouTube were people from that lipstick. I guess these people were thinking that, okay, what they're trying to get something to try to get me, say, okay, report me to the government that I'm a fraud, I'm a this, I'm a that. I'm like, what the heck is going on with this? So a lot of people who wanted to be a part of this program were actually people who came from that lipstick alley trying to see if they can get something from me because they feel like I'm such a fraud and I've taken so much money. We moved into a new house, a nicer house. Everybody thought that I took money from people to go and get the house. And it's so ridiculous because it is just so shameful how poverty-stricken a lot of those women's mentality is on that website. It's just so amazing to me. Because me, when I'm helping people and getting money for stuff, I'm not thinking about, oh, my needs, oh, go do this, go do that. No, I'm thinking about, okay, I want to feed the homeless. This is what I want to do. And I'm creating all these opportunities, like asking you guys to sponsor a video, just like the news you watch, the ads that come on the news, people pay, they sponsor these things. And then you get all these people and all those things too, those pressure coming in, people emailing me and saying, are you still married? Are you still this? Apparently, I think Hannah has been in contact with a lot of people and talking smack about me, saying all kinds of things about me to people outside. I didn't know. But me, I've never said anything bad about him. I've always loved him. Even when I talked to him and we had that fight in 2018 and I said the things that I shouldn't have said, like, go get a job, I don't want you to be this lazy. All those things that I said really upset him. I begged him to forgive me for like days and months because I knew that hurt him, because I was telling him the truth, but I was saying it out of anger. It really hurt him. It hurt his feeling. He said that was when his love for me disappeared. Anyways, coming back, to the house we were living at. We could not afford to pay the rent anymore. All my opportunities came so close. As soon as I started, I was going to get paid a huge amount of money. Okay? And I was banking on it. I had been praying so hard for those opportunities to come through so I can pay. I can do the things I want to do finally. But those failed. And I was like, God, why did this fail? And then I realized the knowledge of God that I really know, I didn't really understand how God worked. I didn't understand the power I didn't understand the power of negative thinking and the power of your subconscious mind and negativity. When you have negativity all over you, it can steal opportunities that should come to you. You know what I mean? And you don't have support, opportunities can go away from you. No matter how you pray, God always releases the answer. But if you don't have the right support, it will steal the blessing. I didn't know. Y'all, let me just tell you. Anyways, we couldn't afford to pay the rent. And at that time, I thought that the pressure I was going through was coming from YouTube. But I was like, okay, I'm not happy. Why am I not happy? Like, I'm enjoying this YouTube. I'm doing all these things. But why is it that I'm not happy? And then the opportunities, the contracts, the reviews I was getting, everything just shut down. I wasn't getting reviews. Even my nonprofit wasn't getting support anymore. Every money that I was getting, I had to use it to pay some bills. I had to pay this, I had to pay. Everything was so tight for me. I was like, God, why? I'm praying harder. I'm fasting harder. I'm interceding harder. Why is this happening to me? And then, y'all, let me just tell you something. My heart was heavy. And then when everything shut down for me, we had to move out of that house because we could not pay our rent. We could not pay our rent. We were trying to buy a house. We tried like 3 different houses, but they didn't accept our offer. Okay. Anyways, we had to move out of that house because we didn't want to stay long enough for him to start his job so we could pay. We had to just move and then ask Big Daddy, because Big Daddy has an extra room, that's Hannah's dad, to let us stay. So he came, I told him, because I told him, I was like, okay, this is what's going on now. We don't know what's happening, but we may just have to, because we don't want to go to court with these people, because I don't know all the money that I'm expecting, my money and different things that I've done. Money is not coming. It's so tight. I don't know what is going on, but we don't want issues with these people, so we're just going to move. Pay them what we could afford to pay them, and then move, and then pay you some rent. Just stay here. You help us out for a while. And then Hannah started his job back in November. When we moved back to Big Daddy's house in November, he started his job. And we pay Big Daddy rent to be here. But all the struggles and suffering and pain that I was just trying to recover from it. I was like, God, how could somebody have such great opportunities like me and we slip by? And all the other people I know, their opportunities went through. Why me? Why me? I was still trying to recover from it. And then I started having all this spiritual awakening where I could see people's spirits. I could see what is going on in their minds and empathic things. I'm like, God, why would you give me this kind of spiritual gift when all I want is money to be able to do the things I want to do? Like, even this money is not really for me, I'm asking. It's just the things that I want to do, that I'm doing mostly for others. Anyways, we came back here. Hannah started acting very badly. Being verbally abusive towards me, disrespecting me, calling me a loser, telling me I need to go get a job. I've tried, like I will apply to different places, but no, even places that I'm way qualified for, nothing would open up. And I was wondering, God, why is this happening to me? What is going on? What is going on? You know what I mean? And then I started praying, and I was told about your energetic field. When there is a blockage on your energetic field, you have to go through meditation, unblock every blockage. Unblock every blockage. I started meditating, and when I was doing that, a lot of things started being revealed to me. A lot of things started opening up to me. My eyes became open. And then it just became open to me that since me and Hannah have been together, for most of the time, like, it's like I've been trying to be the one to get him to see that I'm never going to leave him. I love him. I care for him. I've been taking care of him, giving him my heart, done everything I could, like a wife should, every way. I take care of the kids. Like, my kids, I've never bothered him to take care of the kids. Since they were born, nobody has helped me watch them, but for once or twice. You know what I mean? I've always taken care of them, and Hannah has not always, like, he's their dad, but the way that I've been there for the kids, taking care of the kids, he hasn't been there that way. And whenever I've asked for a break, sometimes he would complain, and I'll say, okay, I don't want to bother you. I'm just going to go ahead and do my own thing and just take care of it, and just hope that one day I'll be able to afford to get daycare or something. But I really love my kids, and I want my business to work out so that, even if they go to daycare, they can come back, and I have the freedom to do what I want with my kids. And, anyways. But Hannah started calling me, like, the new thing is to call me a thief. Whenever he gets paid and I need money to go buy groceries for the kids, or to buy stuff, it will call me a thief, or just say all kinds of things, call me and just call me names. And with my YouTube channel, I deleted it because I thought, like last year, I thought it was the pressure coming, but then the pressure never went away. It was from him and me and what he was feeling, the hate he was projecting towards me, and I didn't understand why. I showed him some love and do everything, but it just was not, it just felt weird. You know what I mean? And I would talk to him, are we okay? He's like, yeah, we're fine. Do you want a divorce? Is that why you're acting? No, we're fine. I'm feeling better now. March 17, 2020, which was a couple of months ago. The night before that night, Hannah and I were having a good time. We're having sex, just talking. I was thinking, okay, but I have applied to these jobs. I'm waiting to hear back. And my YouTube channel, I don't know. I still felt bad because I love YouTube and I was making money from YouTube, getting revenue from ads and also reviews. I missed it, but I still felt like, ugh. And then Hannah was happy that I deleted it because I was like, oh my God, all these trolls just leave our lives alone, because it bothered him that those women were posting all kinds of things on that website about us, about him, and talking about how he's a loser and stuff like that. But I know he's not a loser, and God, he can become anything he wants to be because God can bless him. But it always bothered him. I told him, don't focus on that. Don't focus on that, okay? Like me, every time I see when they try to come at me, I go and pray against it. I would respond to the one I had to respond, but then I stopped responding ever since I had like this whole awakening. You know what I mean? So, anyways, he was acting all kinds of way towards me, like disrespecting me. Sometimes we'll be arguing. It's like, I don't want to do this anymore. I look at my life and like, God, but this is not where I want to be. You know how hard I've worked, and everything I've ever accomplished, I've accomplished because I've been dedicated to it, y'all. Let me tell you guys something. I came to the United States on full ride basketball scholarship. Nobody gave me that scholarship. I worked hard, played basketball, developed myself, applied to colleges, told the coaches I could play ball. They saw my video. I emailed them my video. They saw it and they said, yes, here is full ride scholarship. Come here. We're going to pay for everything and take care of you. So you just play for us and represent us. And that's how it's been for me. Okay. Everything I've ever done is because I have talent and I've been able to do it. Okay. So between me and Hannah, I've always loved him and cared for him and done everything and overlooked certain things, nuances about him that I couldn't like change. And, because I was like, okay, just be yourself, but you got to trust God. We've been to church, we prayed together. And he told me that me taking him to church, he doesn't believe in no God, that this God that I pray to has for God's forsaken me, God won't answer my prayer and blah, blah, blah. I'm just wasting my time. That where is my job? I've been praying to this God. That he's the one who has a job and he doesn't even believe in God. But me who believe in God, where's my job? And then anyways, March 17, he told me we were just running together. You know what I mean? We're running like, exercising together. Everything was going well. I was like, okay. The night before, he had prepared a spot for me on Big Daddy's porch to relax and watch the stars and meditate and pray. And the next day, after we had just run, he was like, he had a groin. I guess like he pulled his groin or something. We're just running. And he had pulled his groin a few days earlier. And then he rested, and then we're running, and then suddenly I saw a difference in the way he reacted towards me. I was like, what, is everything okay? He's like, yeah, it's fine. So he doesn't want to run anymore. And then I ran, I did my sprinting. And then he told me we're going to need to talk. I need to talk to you after this. I was like, okay, is everything okay? No, it's really bad. I was like, okay. We sat down. He told me, this is what he told me in March 17, 2020. Hannah sat me down and told me, Maryam, I want a divorce. I want to divorce you. And it's because I don't feel love for you anymore. And all the problems I've been through is because of you. You've been the issue in my life. We've not accomplished anything. And I just want to pursue a new, better career. Go ahead without you. I don't want you. I want you to get your stuff, get ready, plan and leave. And I'm going to take the kids. And I'm going to write out an agreement. And you're going to sign the agreement, and then it's going to be over between us. I was like, what happened? We were just running together. We were just having sex last night. You prepared the porch for me. What happened? Well, I feel like you're the issue in my life. You're the problem in my life. I just don't want you no more. And we're no longer partners with this. I was like, are you serious? And then I got up and I just left. I couldn't say anything because I was just taken by surprise. But I seen this coming in the spirit. My spirit has been heavy as seen this coming, because he focuses on what people say on the outside about him. He's very, whenever we would go out, to digress a little bit, Hannah cares about how people see him on the outside than how he treats me. So when me and the kids would need something, I would need him to do something for me. He would be focused on looking good in presence of maybe the girls or the people outside than he does with me. Because a lot of the things that he's done that most women will not take, I've taken and I've just overlooked. There was this one occasion where we went to church. And Hannah was playing with the kids of one of our church members. And I told him, fix your eyes on Levion, because I was holding Zoe. Zoe was little. Make sure you're watching Levion as well while you're playing with these kids. He has a tendency of just focusing on others and forgetting about his family. So he focused on that kid, and Levion got out of the church, and there were cars running by, fast cars. And I screamed and ran and got Levion. Jesus, I thought, Hannah, why did you do this? Why are you focused on other people's kids? And Levion is almost getting hurt. You know that the way to show people you care is by caring for your family. You care for your family so that people on the outside, when they see how you care for your family, that is the same love you show towards people. But you don't try to look good to people and be awful towards your family. So those things, like him and I, we have those things separate. He cares about what people think about him. And maybe girls, maybe people say, oh yeah, you're sexy, you're this, you're that. He cares about those things and how he looks towards people, than how he feels, than how he looks towards me, how he treats me. I have never asked any much from him than for him to focus when we're out there, to make sure that he's watching out for the kids and he's like into his family, not just focus on outsiders. Because at the end of the day, what matters is your family. Okay. Anyways, we've had arguments like that. My YouTube channel, after he told me he wanted a divorce, I was just taken aback. Said he's gonna get a paperwork and write it, and I'm gonna sign. I was like, what? I just went back, and then I just didn't say anything. I was just confused. I called some people. I talked to some of my friends. Said, this is what just happened. Like, what? And then they told me, Mariam, we've noticed all these things. We've been trying to tell you, because many people have tried to tell me to leave him and walk away. I said, no, I cannot walk away from a commitment I made. Because I made this commitment to him. I love him, and I'm not gonna walk away from it, in spite of all the the things that I've noticed that have been happening. And then I thought about it, and then he kept telling me, I'm gonna get this agreement and you're gonna sign it. I was like, no. And I was like, no, if we need to get a divorce, we're going to go to court. We got married in court. I'm not gonna sign any agreement for you. I'm not gonna sign any agreement. And then he started telling me that I ain't got nobody, I'm a loser, nobody loves me, that he's the one, he was the last person who loves me, who cared for me, so now I'm on my own, and he's out. I better start thinking for myself because he's out of the picture. We're gonna find ways to take care of the kids. I was like, nobody loves me. He said, yeah, nobody cares for me. I'm a loser. I'm nothing. Even that I don't have nothing. Where's my money? Where's my job? Show your money. Wait. You got no money? You don't got no money. Show me job. Show me the job. You ain't got no job. So I'm the one. I'm tired. I can't put up with this anymore. I'm going to leave. I'm going to work. I was like, then I told him, I said, Hona, so because you've noticed a lot of things have happened to me, that I've pursued a lot of careers, and I've been trying to get myself situated. And even my YouTube channel that used to bring me money, you put pressure on me. I deleted it. Because I thought that the pressure was coming from there. And my money that was coming to me every month, I lost it. And now you're telling me you're leaving because I ain't got no vision. I don't want to get a job. I'm a loser. I'm this. I should just prepare and leave your dad's house, because you're going to be in your dad. He said he's going to be in his dad's house for a while and try to figure out his new career and everything. I was like, are you serious? Then I started thinking and praying. I called some pastors. Pastor, this is what is going on, but I don't understand why Hona is treating me like this and talking like this. But haven't I been the one working? So wasn't he the one who was just telling me that I'm going to get all this money and then leave him? And then when the opportunity failed, he told me he doesn't know if he wants to stay with me anymore. And then when I would talk to him, he's like, okay, I'm feeling better. Let's just go. And it's like, why is he acting like this? Why? And then I tried, and I was praying. I was like, God, change Hona's mind. Change Hona. And then I realized, I came to a revelation. I was like, oh my God, God doesn't need to change his mind. This is what the Lord has been telling me for so long, and I overlooked it because I thought that, okay, Belle, this is my marriage. I need to work things out with Hona. And then Hona's like, oh yeah, I just can't have you anymore. I can't be with you anymore. It's nothing. Just I can't. I was like, and then I started talking to him. I was like, okay, if we're gonna have to go to court. He was like, oh my God, I don't want to go to no court. Don't take me to court. You're going to break me. You know how you've been breaking me financially and taking my money. Now you're just gonna break me. I know you are a wicked person. You're so evil. You're so demonic. I was like, what makes me evil? I have loved you and cared for you and being a very supportive wife, and people have called me a slave, that you're racist and your family is racist, and you've been making me a slave, cleaning up and cooking and doing everything. I can't wake up and realize it. And you stand right here and call me that I'm using your money, I'm a loser, and you told me I ain't got nobody, that nobody cares for me, and now you're going to walk away from me and I'm going to be alone. I'm like, no. We're going to go to court, and that's where we're going to get divorced. Then he started saying, why don't you show mercy? If you really know God, why don't you just sign the paperwork and leave me alone and not take me to court? I was like, but you told me you don't know God. I'm not going to have mercy on you because you don't know God. So I'm not going to extend the mercy of my God on you because you want me to do what you want me to do for you. Anyways, a lot of things have happened. A lot of things have happened. Um, let me tell you guys. Like, okay. And then when I said we're gonna have to go to court, he said, "Mary, why do you want to take me to court? Because I can give you everything. I can still give you what you want, but why do you want to? I'm gonna go to court. We're gonna go to court. We're gonna go to court." And then whenever I would pass by, he would like cuss me out. Of course, we're still married. For your information, we are not separated. We're not divorced yet. We are still married. We're still married. He's the one going about. He doesn't wear his ring anymore. Going about. I think that he's seen some. He's seen some people. I don't know how many people he's seen, but we're still married. We haven't got. He hasn't got. He's the one who's going to file. I'm not filing. He's the one who's filing. I'm going to go ahead with it. I'm going to go through with it. But he's put me through all kinds of like emotional like back and forth. And I was wondering, and then when I decided to restart my YouTube channel, because I wasn't, the things I was trying to do, even the jobs I was applying for, COVID virus started, I couldn't even go with it. I started my YouTube channel back up. When he noticed that I did, if I started a new channel because I didn't think I could get my old channel back. So I told people I want to start again because I have a lot of people who care for me, who support me and everything that I've done over the years. I've got really good support from my subscribers and different people all over the world. But he made me delete it and to now tell me that I'm nothing. I ain't got nobody, no family, nobody cares for me. I'm alone. And there's a reason. He posted online that nobody cares for me. There's a reason why I'm alone. First of all, I'm not alone. A lot of people care for me. The reason why I don't go close to people is because a lot of people have said things about him that I told them, no, I don't want to be around people who talk about my husband like this. And plus, I don't seek friends. People seek me out, okay? If you want to have a friend, be a friend. Friends come to me easily. I make friends easily. It's not hard for me to be friends. And I do have people who care for me. I do have people who love me. I do have people who I can call on who will come to my rescue. But I also like to do my things by myself. And I'm also I depend on God for everything. Anyways, when I restarted, he sent me a text and told me, now that you're starting YouTube, we're going to talk. We're coming back. And yes, I see you've started YouTube again. I'm coming back. We're going to have a talk. I was like, okay. He came back and said, so you started YouTube again. See, I knew it. I knew it. This is why I'm divorcing you. This is why I'm leaving you. Because you started again. You're a loser. You're not going to be nothing. Nothing ever is going to come out of you. You're going to lose nothing. You're just nothing. You ain't got nothing. You decided to lose. And that's why I'm going to divorce you. I was like, okay, you said that's fine. Oh, my YouTube channel before it was loose. I had 40-something thousand subscribers. I was getting all kinds of money, through it was like, how much? $2, $100? How much? And I did get more than $100 and a lot from YouTube AdSense anyways. But he just wanted to put me down and make me feel bad. He just tried to break my spirit so much. And I tried and I was praying and making God, but this is not it. Lord, help me. God, help me. And I kept trying. And then when I started YouTube, he got scared. He thought that I was going to start by telling people how awful he is because he's always wanted me not to tell him but nothing about him and stuff. And I was like, why will I say anything about you? And then he went ahead and posted all kinds of things about me, thinking that I'm bashing him on my channel. But I've been looking and keeping quiet and just watching like, oh my gosh, see. One thing about me that I've noticed is that it's easy for me to for people to bash me, especially hateful people. You know why? Because I don't go I don't come out bashing people. I don't go after people, just say, okay, give me support and then so we can be. No. If I ask for support, you don't give it, fine. I'm moving on. And I'm not begging people to be friends with me. I'm not begging people to stay in my life. I don't do that. If you don't want to be friends with me, fine. Go ahead. Bye. Okay? Don't let the door hit you on the butt as you walk out. But Hannah, he has this pride in trying to be friends with people. And anyways, and then telling me I ain't got no friends. He's got friends who will help him, friends who will do this if he needs it. I was like, okay. Throwing it in my face. He told me I will never get a job. The day we had an argument about 3 weeks ago, you will never get a job. Because I told him we need to move out of here because this environment is negative. And one more thing, the kids, okay, when they're trying to take a nap, Adam is playing Xbox and he was cursing a lot, like cursing and getting loud. And I told him, okay, please calm down, don't curse, because I don't want the kids to pick it up and I'm trying to get him to take a nap. I did that for a few days just to tell him to calm down. And then one day I did it about 2 weeks ago or how many weeks ago, or maybe 3 weeks ago. And he got really upset. He got upset and told me to move, to get out, move my stuff out if I don't want to hear him talk. I was like, yeah, we're going to move out. This is temporarily. We're here temporarily. And, but we pay rent to be here, okay, that we could pay somewhere else to be here. And because of course his dad had needed the help financially, so us being here, his Barnabas is able to support his dad. And Adam got really angry and came at me to punch me. He came at me really hard. Like, if you keep talking to me, I'm going to come and punch you. His girlfriend held him down in the room. I stood there right in front of the hallway bathroom waiting on him to come punch me. And then the girlfriend held him down and told him to calm down. And then he came out and punched a hole in the hallway closet and walked away. He never apologized for that. Hannah came in and saw him. I was like, calm down, told him to calm down. And then I walked away and I went about my business. I tried to get Hannah to say, okay, Hannah, I'm not the issue here. You need to try to fix it because you're trying to push me away. You've done a lot of things to me that I would have walked away from you a long time from, but I didn't. You need help. You need counseling. You don't need to keep doing this because counseling is what we need. You don't need this. Kicking me out of your life is not your answer. I don't mind, but you need counseling. And I said, no, it's me he needs out of his life. That he doesn't need nobody to tell him anything, to tell him how he feels. He doesn't love me anymore. That the marriage is not all about me. But it's not all about the sex you have. It's not all about me taking care of the kids well, or cleaning the house, or cooking the food, or taking care of him, or that it's not all about all the things. Marriage is about the way he feels, his emotions, his love. He doesn't feel. I was like, okay, that's okay. You know. And then he would act mean towards me. I would cook something or bake some cookies, and he'll tell me this is too hard, this is too crunchy. And he eats crunchy cookies that I bought from the store, and he doesn't complain. Then he just became very bashful and disrespectful. I guess that is why others feel like they can disrespect me as well. Sometimes when I'm talking to him, his dad would want to say something. You know what I mean? Then I told him, no, I'm talking to my husband. I don't need you to say anything, to involve yourself in this. And then one time I came to myself, I was like, Hannah, let's move out of here. Even if it's a trailer, let's go rent a trailer and stay. Maybe things will get better because this environment, we just need to have a space for it. He said, no, you're going by yourself. I still stand by what I say. We're divorcing. I'm pursuing my life on my own. And we're not partners anymore. Just know that we're not partners anymore. I was like, okay. And then he kept telling me, hurry up and move. Like he wants me to get out of here. That I can bring the kids and he's going to let me, the kids can stay with me. You know, and after telling me he's going to take, y'all, let me tell you. Anyways, a lot of people have been out there talking about our relationship. A lot of people have seen how he acted. A lot of people have seen that I'm not going to say like I'm holy. I'm not holy because I'm very stubborn. Okay. And I'm not going to allow anybody push me down. And he's tried to push me down and break me down psychologically and mentally and curse and say all kinds of, but I've not allowed it. I would say I reject it in Jesus' name. I cancel it. No, you cannot talk to me like that. You know what I mean? Now, I'm just going to end this because I don't want to keep going back and forth. The reason why I say Hannah needs counseling, he won't listen to me. He won't listen to anybody. Number one, Hannah accused me of saying that I said he killed our first child. Our first child, Raven, may her soul rest in peace. She passed away 5 years ago. Hannah said, I blame him for killing. I said he's the one who's responsible for killing our child. Our child had a very rare heart condition. You guys who have followed me for a long time, you know. Hannah was playing Xbox in the room when she was laying on the bed. And I said, make sure you pay attention on her. I'm going to get her milk. He said, okay. He had his headphones on. Our daughter was on the bed. She had pacemaker. And the doctor had already told us it was really bad. The case that she had was really bad and anything could happen. So I came back from the kitchen and I noticed that she was non-responsive. That was the end. That was it. Our daughter never came back from that. Okay. But I have never for one day told him, Hannah, I think you killed her or you didn't pay attention. No. It was because of the issue that but Hannah told me one day, he was looking at me. He looked so depressed that I feel like he killed her. Hannah had read a comment somebody made. Okay, somebody from Lipstick Alley or wherever that he went and posted on Lipstick Alley so those women can all come and attack me to attack me. When they've already been doing that, it doesn't work. And they've been attacking him and it hurts him. But now he went and ganged up with them and posted stuff on their website so the women can come at me and start trying to attack me and calling me all kinds of names. Oh, Hannah is going to divorce you, so now I'm a loser because my husband is leaving. Marriage for me is not what do you call it? It's not a trophy or it's not an award. Okay, I got married to him because I loved him, but it's not something that I'm going to die without. And I'm going to get somebody else by the grace of God. You know what I mean? Anyways, let me not even go into that. But he went ahead and talked to them. Those same people who have come at him and called him all kinds of names and accused him of all kinds of stuff that he's read and I've really heard him. He went to sign up with them to come at me. Because he feels like I'm a Christian, I'm not gonna talk back, I'm not gonna say anything. He's been going about posting all kinds of comments. Somebody told me on different, because I don't read negative stuff. Now, if I do read negative stuff, my head hurts. Like, I can feel the spirit of those people and see it very clearly, and I don't want any of that. But he does that. You know what I mean? And he's been calling me evil, that I'm just going about lying about him and telling people lies. And I have not told anybody lies. Everything I've said, only to a few people. I've not said on my channel. Even when I talked about it on my channel, I didn't cuss him out. I didn't say anything bad about him. But for some reason, it feels like I'm saying bad stuff about him. And so he has to be the one to go ahead and say bad stuff about me. So it'll be my words against his. But all of my actions are recorded on the video, and you guys have seen it. This that I've just told you guys is just a snapshot of a lot of things that have been going on between us. And I have loved him in spite of everything and supported him and been there for him. There was a time when he wasn't making any money. I was just doing my thing, and money was coming, I don't care. And his dad would tell me that, how does it feel to be the breadwinner of the family? I was like, what do you mean be the breadwinner? So kind of woman, even if a woman is making money and supporting her family, is it a bad thing to support your family? And even if your husband is not, doesn't have much, what does that mean? I shut him up for that. But those things go into Hannah's head. And it feels like, okay, he should be the one making all the money. So I can't. If I try to make something big happen, he wants to stop it. So it has to be him, or because, oh my God, if I have all this money, then I'm going to walk away from him and just think he's nothing. But I've never called him nothing. I've never called him a loser. I've never told him he couldn't be anything. All I've ever done is supported him and loved him and taken care of him and make sure that everything is taken care of while also pursuing my goals. Okay? Because I'm very goal-oriented, I'm very focused, and very hardworking. It's just that a lot of things, now that I understand that, it depends on the atmosphere you're around. If you're around negative people, it can affect your life. It can affect the things you want to, produce for yourself. So I'm saying this on this video because all the things he's posted, he's projected all of his insecurities on me. Everybody has insecurities. But I've tried to help, tried to talk to him, but he's come to a point where it's really broken me down. It was bringing me down so much. And then I had nothing, and all he was saying was calling me nothing. Nobody cares for you. You have nothing. You are nothing. Nobody loves you. I got all these friends and people who care for me. I'm like, why are you doing this to me? All of the things he used to say about people in his life, friends who used to be in his life and people around him, that I would tell him, don't do that. Don't say this about this person. God can change anybody's lives. God can do anything. And I still believe God can change him and minister to him. But those bad stuff are the things he said to me. He's really tried to break my spirit. But I say, no, you can't break my spirit. I refuse. Devil, you can't break my spirit. Especially now that God has really revealed everything about life to me. No, you can't. So all he's been trying to do is saying, oh, all this is my money. You've been stealing my money. He told me he's not going to put money in the account that we have together anymore because I doesn't want me to spend the money. If I want to spend $1, I have to come tell him to buy food for the family. Not on myself, but to take care of the kids. And then he called me a thief, called me all kinds of names. And so, to cut the long story short, he's very verbally abusive. And I know he's disturbed. You know what I mean? He needs counseling, but he doesn't want to go to counseling. I've prayed, but if you pray and the person is not receptive, it's not going to work. And now I'm the bad guy. I don't care about being the bad guy. Like, it doesn't matter to me, but I have to come out and say this because I want the world to know this was really killing me softly. But now I have to open up. As I'm saying this now, I'm even feeling a lot better. I don't want to be here anymore. We could have gone and rented another place, but he doesn't want to go. He wants to stay here. And he says, if I'm leaving by myself. He's not coming because I'm on by myself and he's getting a divorce. I was like, okay, that's fine. And then, like 3 weeks ago, he was laughing at me, telling me I ain't got no job, blah, 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 blah. And then the very next day, I got a call about a job. And I told him, and he was like, what? You got this job? So he doesn't want anything good to come out of me. The devil through him doesn't want anything good to come out of me. But thank God, God has been faithful. God has been really faithful. So my channel is back, and I'm glad I have my voice back because I like to empower people. I like to speak life into people. I like for people to know, like, I will not lie, because when other people had issues in their lives, I talked about it. And you guys heard this on opinion and my opinion about it. This is my life in essence. This is my life. We're at Big Daddy's house, and I'm going to be leaving soon. We're going to, by the grace of God, I'm working on getting me and my kids out of here. Okay, so I want you guys to support this channel, sponsor videos if you want to, so I can have some live chats and some Christian stuff going again, because I really love that. I felt like something was taken from me when my channel was missing, and then when my channel came back, I didn't even talk. Because him and I, we don't even talk unless when it gets to do with the kids. I've been going to work. He has been staying at home. His job, I don't know what happened, but he's been on break for about a week and a half. So I have been going to work, and the kids stay with him. He takes care of the kids while I go. We are not officially divorced yet. Okay, so for those people here, we're not. And I'm not signing any paper he's bringing to me. He doesn't want to go to court, but we're going to go to court. I've tried to pray with him to do all that stuff, but it's not working because I'm the bad guy. So I don't like, this is my heart. God knows my heart. And I don't know how else you can show somebody you love them. Okay? The only thing I haven't done with Hannah, I'm not even going to mention that. But anyways, I've given everything. So if I could give everything and have nothing left to give, and he still tells me that's not enough, then I know that I am enough. He's the one who's not enough. But that's my situation. That's my story. Subscribe if you want to. Be on this channel if you want to. But whatever else you hear him post, this is the truth of the matter. This is the truth of the matter. Okay? My own truth. And between me and God, this is my truth. Okay? I want to get my children out of here. I'm grateful that Big Daddy let us stay here and Nana pays him rent for us to be here. But I would rather go stay somewhere else. You know what I mean? So that Big Daddy too can have his own privacy. And me and the kids, we can have our own. So I'm working on that. But I really need support. Because obviously Hannah doesn't want me to touch his money anymore. And I don't even touch it anyways. But you guys can sponsor videos if you want to. You can buy my merchandise. I have some merchandise on Teespring that you can buy. I have some merchandise coming up pretty soon that I want you guys to be a part of just to support me, because I'm very enterprising, like I said. And I'm also, I do have a job, thank God. Thank God. God gave me something to be doing so that him and I will not argue about $1 or $5 or $20. Like, oh, don't take my money. Go get your job. You ain't nothing. You're useless. You're this, you're that. I got people. You ain't got nobody. Anyways, that's all over now because I got something going for me. And some of my friends watching, you know where I am. If anything happens to me, you know where I am. Me and my kids are here at Big Daddy's house. And Hannah is not being nice to me. Today he sent me some really bad message and just cussing me out, disrespecting me. But I've really reduced the amount of abuse because I don't talk to him about my personal stuff. I'm just waiting on him to go and get the lawyer so we can get everything going. But I'm not the one who's getting the lawyer. I'm concentrating on getting my kids and trying to give them the life that I know that they can have, that I can give them without any of that negativity. So this is my story. And this is not a story coming from a woman who's broken. I am not broken. I have never been broken. This is coming from a woman who is whole and who knows who she is in Christ. I know who I am in Christ, and I've tried to help Hannah see that the problem is not me. The problem is not me. There is a force he's fighting, but he doesn't want to focus on that fight. I've tried to fight it off for him. He bought some alcohol the other day. His mom died of drug overdose. His auntie died of drug overdose. His uncle shot himself. He was also an addict. Hannah bought he bought alcohol the other day. I took it and I broke it. And I said, I don't care if you want to divorce me, but I'm not going to watch you follow the pattern of your family and destroy your life. Those are the things that I've stood by. I don't drink and don't smoke. I just love real hard. And he doesn't want any of that anymore. He feels like he's better than me. He feels like I'm nothing, I'm useless. But thank God I know I'm not useless. And I know that I'm something. And I know that anything I've ever wanted, God always provides. I just had to bring this out of my heart and tell you guys because this is the truth. It's coming from me. And I really don't care about what the negative people say. But I wanted to say this out loud because it's going to really open up my heart. And anything he said out there, this is the truth. This is what is actually going on. And for me, I wanted us to settle because I was like, God, I know you can still do a miracle. But the miracle is not a miracle for me to have him and say, oh my God, I'm still married. No, the miracle is for God to heal him because he needs God to heal him. Because Hannah always feels like he's a loser. He feels like things are always easy for other people but himself. But I've been in his life and I've tried to make things easy and work and helped him. And I've had a lot of downs myself with a lot of things, setbacks that I've experienced. But I always put it aside just so I can make sure him and the kids are fine. But now I'm the one who's like getting all the abuse. Emotional abuse, verbal abuse. It's been really hard, but it's been reduced since I started going out to work and limiting how much I talk to him and what I say. But he's been the one just saying all kinds of stuff. But anyways, that's the situation. That's the truth. And I want you guys to know that this is the truth. And between me and God, there's a lot more to say, but I'm not going to say. But you guys already know what the issue is. And God knows I'm not a loser. So everybody watching me now, you all know that I'm not a loser. Anyways, you guys, I gotta go now. I love you guys. I gotta go check on my kids. I'm still here in this house. Adam is in the house. His girlfriend is in the house. The dogs are in the house. And I've been talking loud. Hannah just drove off. I don't know where he was going. But I'm ready. Like I'm ready to be over all the emotional like back and forth, because thank God I'm already feeling better than I felt last year. You know what I mean? Since I know that, okay, this is all over and I won't have to deal with anything. But we're still legally married. We haven't gone to the court yet. He has not gone to the court. I'm waiting on him to go. And I'm just working. What I'm focused on now is working on getting my kids out of here and getting a place. Because he won't get it. He says he's not going. If I'm going anywhere, I'm going by myself. And he's not going to let me take the kids anywhere until I can afford to go pay for it and get myself stable before he can do anything. He can, you know, anyways. But I need you guys to support, sponsor videos for on my channel. What else? Buy my merchandise. I have some merchandise coming up that I want you guys to buy, because as you guys support and buy my merchandise, what will happen is I'll be able to do the things I want to do. And I have other things, you know, that I'm planning on doing. But I have a very nice merchandise, actually a couple coming out pretty soon. But in the meantime, sponsor videos and let's do this, y'all. Let's do this. But this is my truth. This is me telling you everything. Whatever you're hearing outside, blah blah blah, it's all lies. This is my truth.